But now we have our bad stock, and that, my friends, is Orcl. And Orcl has been a huge disappointment really since September. I mean, it was up over 80% in 6 months. And then from now, down dramatically, going from $326 a share to 183. That's more than a 50 decline. But why Orcl? That's another company that has favor with the President Trump administration, has all the government contracts, whose owner is best friends with Trump. Why is their stock going up like crazy, but then since September is going down, crashing? Well, this is why. And Orcl was looked at as the landlord of the AI boom literally 6 months ago. Companies like OpenAI, needed unthinkable amounts of computing power, so they use Orcl. They don't want to build data centers themselves, so Orcl was the ones that builds the buildings. They fill them with trips, they plug the power centers, and they rent things out for everybody. So Orcl looked like it was the simplest way to say lights, camera, action. But Orcl stopped selling software completely. And they say, you know what? We're just going to build apartment buildings that AI can live in. And that strategically was a mistake, because it's one thing to house all AI units, but it's another to be there with the competition to build it as well. And that's why companies pivot, because they find ways to make money. And Orcl pivoted the wrong way. You see, they should have leaned in to them from an AI standpoint. They should have leaned into the buildings as well. They didn't do that. They leaned into the buildings, but not maximizing them in AI, and it's hurt them dramatically from a software standpoint. That's why the stock is taken. And they had great earnings. They actually beat Wall Street earnings. Wall Street thought their earnings would be over 550 billion. It was 650 billion. So why did their stock drop? Because somebody has to pay for those buildings. If you're housing all the AI data centers, who's going to pay for it? And when companies are now doing it themselves, they're finding ways to use the cloud. They're finding alternative ways for them to not use your building, but still have the AI housed. You're screwed, because you have software that's not being created anymore. And you have now these vacant buildings that was being used to house AI that's not being housed. That's a business model that's going to falter. And their stock did as such. I mean, a year ago, when the AI trend was going on, up by literally 80% in 6 months. Since then, down as high as $326, now today $183 a share. Last month, down by 16%. This week, down by 10%. My friend, 6 months, down by 13%. And it was down even more. It's recovered, but it's going back down again. Now, this is my strategy we love to coin, the cliff dip bear strategy. You buy a stock when it's down by 5%. You buy it again when it's down by 10%. When it goes down by 20, right, that bear scenario, then you really put your money where your mouth is. Is this why you should do that in this stock? Well, I don't know. It's up to you to decide that. But what I do know is this: Orcl is going to pivot. Yes, they made a bad decision with slowing down their software development and now housing AI. They're going to pivot. And when they pivot and make money again and people look at them as a darling, their stock is going to go up. The question is, do we get into this stock now and think it's going to go back up? Or do we want to wait to see if it's going to go down again some more? I can't answer that, but I know Orcl is the bad stock of the week.